youth being sensitized on responsible production and consumption of media content, be it digital or online, especially that there's too much happening in the media space in terms of information. There's an information overload, and many times we get people, even old people like us, getting wrong information, misinformation, and the rest. But this one we are targeting youth in formal schools because it's easier a bit to get them, and through their journalism clubs, because most of the schools have a journalism club. So we target youth in formal school institutions through their journalism as our entry point, where then using their patrons, we have a session first on media information literacy where we help them understand the don'ts and use of media, fake news identification, debunking, and just to understand how media operates. That's one. The other thing is obviously talent search, that we want to get people to be interested in doing either in the creative economy. You have seen even the president has talked about the potential in the creative economy, both journalism and other places, that people can become self-employed at an early age as they finish school, and you can start your own blog, your own whatever, and sell content. And this the other thing, that as a way of encouraging youth that formal jobs are also not there, but the digital economy is giving big space for people to get self-employed and also using their born skills to make a living. So if we can start already engaging with youths at this level in the secondary schools, that they can utilize the digital space and media space to become self-employment, that will be a big plus.
Now you realize that our children or our learners have talents. What has been lacking is the platform, and I think this initiative gives them a platform just to help them realize and develop their talents. This is a case of the mountain going to Mohammed. If Mohammed could go to the mountain, usually the industry only waits for our learners at the end of their course, but this is a case where we are starting the journey with them from the start line and growing them through the process, and then we see what comes at the end of the whole process.
I feel that this competition is very healthy for the students because these are the future leaders, these are the future journalists that we are looking up to. Yes. And by the end of this competition, we are looking forward to getting to higher heights so that we get to compete with other groups, nationally, globally. We are glad.
And already they know how to report news because we have learned some few things in the journalism club. They can edit stories. They are capable of writing stories themselves. They're also responsible for the news that is happening. For example, we have news at the assembly every Monday. So with that, they can gather information and decide on which news is supposed to be going on air and which one is relevant to the assembly or to the school. So with the CBC, it helps a lot because it makes the learners have real experience.
We should be provided with microphones and cameras so that when we present in the parade or we present in the multitude, we can be able to record our presentations.
In recent times in Kenya, for example, a lot of people want to be engineers, doctors, and not like the journalism field doesn't have a lot of people. And in real sense, anyone can be a journalist as long as you have the courage and voice. So we are inspired to be journalists because other fields are also full of, yeah.
Why do you want to be a journalist?
Because it is just I get inspired whenever I watch other journalism, briefing the rest about whatever is happening in the world, and I just think it's very fun getting to talk often because personally I love talking.